stunning view of Mount Tongariro and Mount Ruapehu, and I've got the whole place to myself. But my goal this time is to find the Geographical Centre of the North Island. That is not a nice feeling. Woo. So here we go, I'm out exploring again and I'm really excited to take you guys along on this one. This time my plan is to explore the Central Plateau area, starting right here in the Kaimanawa Forest, taking as many back roads and four-wheel drive tracks as I can, with the final goal to find the Geographical Centre of the North Island. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to be doing a big loop right around the Central Plateau, along probably Mount Ruapehu because I love driving up there, and then heading my way back to Tauranga. Finally got the 76 finished, so I'm really excited to be trying out all the gear that I've been putting on that and see how my concept is coming to life. Strap in, I can't wait. Find some cool stuff dotted around the native bush. I've come to the end of the road. This is Clements Mill Road. I'm guessing there used to be a timber mill down here, judging by the bits behind me. Stunning little drive. You're right in the heart of the Kaimanawa Forest, so it's that real typical New Zealand bush. It's coming up 4:30, so it's time for me to find camp. There was a bunch of campsites coming in, so I might stop and see if I can find a nice one, hopefully before dark. But yeah, quite enjoyed this one. So the Kaimanawa Forest is all run by DOC, so there's obviously heaps of hiking trails and things like that around. And there are actually a few huts in the forest as well, which as far as I can tell are all hike in. There's heaps of campsites kind of scattered along the road. Some of them are literally just off the road, the other ones are down little tracks and stuff. And as far as I can tell, hunters use this place as well, so it's been worth exploring. And great way to kick off the day one. So here we go. I think I've found my camp for the night. Just going to pull up and find myself a good little spot. There's a nice clearing here. Sort of being tucked right into the bush. Should be good. Hopefully, there's a bit of rain predicted for tonight, but it'll be nice and dry up in the rooftop tent anyway. Alright, camp in the daytime. How exciting is that? Get myself set up, let's get the tent set up, and there's actually fire pits and stuff, so a bit of firewood around. I might actually have a fire tonight. Oh, perfect. Gotta love the little bubble level app. So, car's leveled up, used one of the Max tracks. It's time to get the tent set up, awning out, fire going before it gets dark. Let's go. quite fun. It's getting cold, that's for sure. Oh, cheers, nice frothy. So I'm making a really bit of a favourite of mine for cold camping nights. And it's a bit of a beef curry soup with some udon noodles, and keeping it really simple because I'm by myself, but I do really enjoy cooking while I'm out camping. It's kind of part of going exploring, isn't it? So some people say overlanding is just driving to some place to go and eat. So it's quite simple really. I've got my veggies prepped, so I've got leek, carrot, some broccoli, and of course mushrooms for this as well. I've got some stir-fried beef that I'm going to quickly sear in the pot and then put in all the rest of the veggies. Add beef stock and coconut cream and some red curry paste. And that coconut cream and curry paste just gives that a really nice warming flavour. A little bit of oil just to sear that, and that'll just lock the flavour in. So I don't actually want that in there for too long because I want to have all my veggies and everything in there, so I'm going to dive in. Just got some beef stock that's going to go in there. Well, that's it. Pretty much everything's in, so we're just going to chuck the lid on and let that simmer for about 20 minutes or so. Let that beef cook down and we'll see. I can't wait, I'm getting starving. I'm going to enjoy another beer and send Joanna a text. So while my soup's simmering away, I'm going to send a quick text message home. It's something I've started doing since I've been travelling alone, and I can do even if I don't have any cell phone reception, due to my Garmin InReach Mini and my Garmin Overlander. So I'll show you exactly what that's about, because I think it's something that's really worth considering if you're going to be doing any solo travel. So sitting up on my dashboard here, I've got the Garmin Overlander and I've also got an InReach Mini. And basically with the Overlander, I've been using it obviously for all my navigation, mapping, tracking, all that kind of stuff. But one of the really cool things is it actually links up to my InReach. So I'm able to send text messages through this. I can also link the InReach to my phone, so whenever I go hiking or something I take it with me as well. But I'm just going to send Joanna a quick text message saying that I'm at camp, it's all good, and what I'm up to. I think anyone should have at least a PLB with them if they're doing any remote travel, hiking or things like this, and the InReach is just the next step in it. That two-way communication and tracking function is awesome. So well worth the investment. I'm going to go check on the soup. Oh yeah, sometimes I really surprise myself. Those veggies are just about perfect. They've still got a little bit of crunch to them, but they're really, oh, that soup's good. Alright, I'm going to sit on my stump that I found, because I forgot my camping chair, and I can't wait, I am so hungry. Bon appetit. Oh man, it's getting chilly. It's down to 4 degrees. So I reckon that's pretty much it for the night. I'm going to finish the dishes, maybe sit down and have another beer. A few decisions to make on where we want to go tomorrow, but we'll leave that for the morning. So that's it for me. We'll see you in the morning. it got cold last night. Must have been 0 because everything's frozen. Have a look at that. Big sheets of ice all over the car and the tent and the awning. So I think it's time for a bit of a coffee. It's just, the sun's just coming up over the trees and the fog is just settling in, but what a stunning morning. I wasn't expecting this morning. The whole car's still frozen this morning, so it's 8:15 and I was actually planning on getting out of here a little bit earlier, but it's still 0 degrees, so the whole awning and tent, everything's just one big sheet of ice, so I can't actually pack it up. So I'm going to enjoy another hot cup of coffee and try and warm up a bit. I'm going to pack up the rest of my gear and start making a plan of getting out of here. So there is a 4-wheel drive track that leaves from here heading back towards State Highway 1, which I'm going to have a bit of a look at. Although I was just chatting to one of the hunters that went past and he reckons getting through there could be a bit of a challenge, so we'll see how we go. Plan B for there would be to backtrack through Clements Mill Road and head down towards the Desert Road area. But yeah, this winter camping stuff is awesome. So as long as you're prepared, obviously, for the cold temperatures, it can be a lot of fun. Last night my sleeping bag, I actually had another sleeping bag on top just to keep myself warm. So that's pretty much me for the morning. I'm going to get packed up and get on the road. Whew, that was a mission, man. Managed to jam my finger in the hinge in the awning. The ice just makes it hard, so that rolling the awning up, because there's so much ice in it, it's just like a slushy, and it was just, everything's just a lot bigger, so it was a lot harder to pack up. So I'm definitely going to have to unpack everything and let it dry out, because there's a lot of water and moisture still tucked away and everything, which is fine because I'm going to be using it again tonight. But if you were packing up your gear and storing it, it definitely pays to open everything up and let everything air out and dry out, otherwise everything goes mouldy. Definitely pays to have a first aid kit with you. So it's nothing big, but I'll just chuck a band-aid on there. Stings though, because because my hands are so cold from dealing with the ice, it just makes it all worse. So I'm getting back on the road, just speaking to another hunter, and he reckons I'm not going to be able to get through that 4-wheel drive track, so I'm just going to air up again, back to road pressures, and let's do this. I've just pulled down this little side track because it's a really awesome little spot to keep in mind if you're heading down towards the Desert Road. It takes you out to Lake Taupo, and it's just a cool spot to stop for lunch or just have a bit of a run around, and it takes you right out to the lake. bit of an awesome stop, you know, if you just want to have a bit of a break. The lake's pretty cold, but there's some awesome pumice around everywhere. So bits of pumice floating in the lake, and sitting around on the beach here everywhere. So I might even take a piece home for Joanna, because you can use pumice for exfoliating and things like that. So quick little stop. Anyway, we're going to carry on. So for those of you that haven't been up here, this is the Tukino ski field access road, and it's probably one of the most spectacular drives that you can actually do in New Zealand, especially in the North Island. I know the South Island's got some good ones. So my plan is to get right up to the snow line, and the views up there are just stunning, so I'm going to have a bit of a lunch up there. There's a two-wheel drive car park just behind me, and from then on it's recommended to have four-wheel drive, especially this time of the year. The track can get pretty wet, so I'm going to air down my tyres just to protect the track and make the drive a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, can't wait to get up there again. So I've just reached 1500 metres, and I'm just starting to get to the snow line. I'm actually surprised. I thought it was going to be quite a bit lower than that. Oh, I like this place. So I've made it to the top, and first time I've ever been up here where it's not actually windy, so it's actually not too cold at all, and the views today are just absolutely stunning. So I was just chatting to the search and rescue guys, and they were saying that on a wind-still day this is probably New Zealand's best kept secret. Anyway, I'm going to carry on because it's way past lunchtime. I'm going to find a nice little spot along the road, have some lunch, and then try and find camp for the night. That was actually really interesting chatting to those guys at the ski field, and really friendly as well. So they were saying that he's going to put in a UHF repeater for channel 9. So when if people get stuck on the road or on Highway 1 and they need a radio for help, there'll be someone listening. So that's actually a really cool thing, and kind of something we should start doing in New Zealand. So you know, in Aussie they've got channel 40, which is kind of the UHF channel that everyone's on when on the road. If you guys are using a channel or think we should start that in New Zealand, comment down below, because I'm pretty keen to start kind of having a channel that everyone's on. Anyway, so it's way past lunchtime, but I'm starving, so I'm going to stop, enjoy this awesome scenery, and just heat up a bit of soup. How's the view? So quick jaunt down State 1. and then off on the right there's our little spot where I'm going to hopefully find camp tonight. I've been here a few times, but I've never actually camped here. So you get a nice view of the mountains and a little bit of full driving as well. So. I love this sort of stuff, heading down an unknown track, and it's actually a decent little track. A few little obstacles, I've had to use diff locks twice, and looks like I'm following this river. So judging by my maps, there's a little clearing at the end of this, and I'm hoping this might be me for camp. If not, I've got a few other spots in one. So how epic is this spot? There is an awesome campsite literally just behind the truck, right next to the Tongariro River. Sadly, I've been beaten to it and there's already some other campers here. So I'm going to carry on and find another camp spot so I can have a place all to myself. But I'm keeping this one on my bucket list because it does not get more picturesque than this. So super gutting. I found the perfect campsite and there's already some people there. Definitely keeping that in mind for next time though. Right next to the Tongariro River and surrounded by native bush and this like really orangey brown tussocky stuff. So you've got that high country desert road feel, but also right at the foothills of the Kaimanawa National Forest and the river right there as well. So next time, I guess. So, a bit of a decision to make. Found another campsite on the river, or do I want to have beautiful mountain views when I wake up in the morning? It's a bit of a hard one. So, still looking for camp. I'm down to low range, second gear, and crawling my way along this little track here. I'm leaning over at 25, 26, 27. Wow, that's not a nice feeling. 27 degrees. I don't like that at all. Well, that was 30 degrees. That is not a nice feeling, especially when you've got such a top-heavy car like this. Went for a bit of a walk up this little track, and I have found camp for the night. And I'll tell you what, it's epic. How good is this? Absolute stunning view of Mount Tongariro and Mount Ruapehu. And I've got the whole place to myself. Let's get camp set up, because I'm getting hungry. Saw this in the supermarket and thought it was pretty cool. It's a Weekend Warrior Pilsner by Moa. Thought I'd give it a go. Woo. Cheers. Dinner tonight is going to be pretty simple. I'm literally just making some mac and cheese out of the packet. So, bit of water, bit of milk, bung it on a pot, heat it up. Should be done in 20 minutes. So a cup of water, says a quarter of a cup of milk. Says low fat milk, but I don't drink low fat milk. It's a scam. So, quarter of a cup, and bring that to the boil. Chuck the macaroni in, and we're good to go. One of the best little inventions I've got, to be honest, is the rubbish bag on the back of the wheel when you've got a wagon. If you've got a wagon, buy one of those. Seriously, there's no excuse for leaving rubbish out on the tracks. Just my little opinion. Well, that's good. That's it, guys. Probably the quickest dinner in the world. Bit of an early start in the morning, so I'm going to have this and go straight to bed. I really wish I could show you behind me. There's about a 3/4 moon, but my f-stop and ISO don't go low enough on the camera. But basically the mountains in the background are being lit up by the moon. You can see all the snow, and it's just a fantastic view. It's a beautiful clear night, so the temperature's dropping. But a few decisions to make which way we go in the morning, but basically we're going to end up at the Geographical Centre of the North Island. So can't wait to see that for the first time. We'll see you in the morning. Morning. It is freezing this morning. It's just gone 6:30. There's a bit of a wind that's picked up, so it's actually a bit more wind chill than anything. It's only about 2 or 3 degrees. I've just checked the weather forecast for this afternoon, and it looks pretty miserable for this afternoon. And there's quite a bit of low-hanging cloud this morning too. So I'm not going to be able to see the mountains, which I would hope for this morning, but it is what it is. I'm going to finish my coffee, get packed up, get back on the road. I've still got a wee bit of a drive to get out of here. I've got to head north so I can get to the Geographical Centre of the North Island. Really looking forward to seeing it. I've never been there, and we're going to finish the trip up there. So let's get into it. All right, let's do this. We're out of here. I think every full drive, you probably all know, you've got that one gear that just does everything. In this car, it's third low, and it's got power when you need it, but it just crawls through everything. And with the diff locks, I haven't found much that has stopped this car. Obviously, with the 33s, yes, you can find deep wheel ruts, but if you've got traction, this thing seems to just climb up it. Another wee bit of a river crossing. This will be fun. Nah, it looks pretty shallow. No ball. This is why I'm going to get out of here. And we're out. This road's shocking, man. There's potholes and washouts and stuff everywhere. Oh, that's a big one. So I'm on the track leading to, or the trail leading to this Geographical Centre of the North Island. And most of it's gravel the whole way there. And then right at the end, I think there's about a 10-minute walk or something like that to get to the monument marker. I thought this was supposed to be an easy gravel road. Too bad. Must be getting close now. I've run out of road on my GPS and I'm just heading towards a waypoint. So, it's got to be close. Hopefully in the next kind of 5-10 minutes. So we've made it to the end of the road. Behind me is the walking track to the monument. It's only a 15-minute walk. Let's go. Made it. So there we have it. It's the Geographical Centre of the North Island. I'm stoked I made it here. This was actually first mapped in 1961, and the way they did it is they actually just got a map of the North Island laid out in precise meterage, put on a piece of cardboard, shaped to the curvature of the earth, and then balanced it on a pin until they found the perfect spot where the map was balanced. So if you were to balance the entire North Island on one spot, this is right here where it would be. So pretty interesting stuff. The actual geographical centre of the entire New Zealand is in Nelson, kind of in the township. Well, that's a wrap, guys. We've made it to our final destination. We started off in the Kainamanawa forest and explored the back roads of the Central Plateau, finding as many four-wheel drive tracks as we could. Had some awesome camp nights and even got to drive back up to Mount Ruapehu. But now it's taken me to the centre of the North Island. So if you've really enjoyed this little solo series, chuck us a comment down below. I love hearing from you and hearing all your comments. Get out there and explore, guys. I'm going to spend a little bit more time at the spot. We'll catch you on the next one.